I would like to share with my experiences there in Mauritius, which I visited very recently. I was there in Mauritius from 21st to 27th. I came here on 28th. Just I want to share with you my experiences, rather I would say my observations. Mauritius name I have been hearing, and I never thought that I would visit that country someday. And however, there have been some requests for the last 3 to 4 years, and that got materialized finally this year. It's about 6 hours journey from Bangalore, straight flight. And it is just an island surrounded by sea on all sides, just an island. It appears to me, if we ride fast for 2.5 hours, we can cover the whole country. It is so small an island. And Sir Ram Ghulam is a person who fought for the freedom of that Mauritius, and the airport is named after him, Sir Ram Ghulam Airport. Later, I just got into the flight here at Bangalore. Usually we travel by economy class, business class in the front, first class. We travel by economy class. But when I went there to the counter, here in Bangalore, they said, "Sir, your ticket is upgraded. You travel by business class," they said. "Sir, you please find out whether I am the same man or not. I don't think that I would be traveling by business class. Better you check up the name, passports and all that." No, we are very clear. Then I also made it clear, I cannot pay you the difference between economy and the business class. They said, "Sir, it is done, you please go." By whom, we do not know, they said. All right. The life started with a miracle. Quite comfortable. I reached there, and some of our organizers, Veer Singh Ramdeni is member of the Central Council, member of the Central Trust, Mauritius. And also Mr. Shyam, also a member of the trust, he also came there with their families to receive us. One thing is, I did not find myself a stranger there. All faces are Indian faces. Well, what happened? Am I in India or there abroad or what? On inquiry, I was informed that 4 generations back, many of the Indians migrated to that land for agricultural purpose, as agricultural labor and also sugarcane growers. And they settled there. Therefore, we find some Tamil Nadu face, some Andhra face, some Bihari face, some Kerala face. We find some faces quite familiar. Many people are there. And very important thing is they are very, very successful. All of them are very successful. And it is less populated. Being a British colony, the Britishers developed it to a great extent. Wide roads, illumination, everything very nice. Greenery all over, water everywhere, the green trees welcoming you. green carpet anywhere you look. And I have not seen pedestrians. Most of them own cars. It's also quite interesting to note that they are all doing very well, about which I am happy. Having gone there on 21st, I was given a kind of introduction to members of the Central Council with whom I had dinner that night. Then from 21st Saturday started my work over there. Before I say anything about it, some person told me from the northern part of Mauritius, a noble man got an inner voice asking him to go to south, where he will find a lake underneath mountains. All mountains everywhere, and there is a lake there. Secret lake. You go there, said the inner voice. So, that gentleman walked all the distance, and to his surprise, just beneath the mountains, he saw the lake there. He did some penance. With the result, it has become a pilgrim center. I know many people giving harati. I saw many people worshipping that secret lake in Mauritius. Ganga Tawab, or something they call it. Ganga Tawab. It's very nice. And I saw that. And they made good arrangements for us to walk. And the pedestrians can walk, steps. I didn't want to take a chance because that evening I have to talk there. I don't want to persecute myself. Somehow I excused myself, stood from the top, noticed. Wonderful scenery. The mountains have got the walking space, pedestrians with rails on all sides and steps to see that secret lake. And then you can climb the steps, reach the mountain top. There on the mountain top you find Hindu Dharma managed temple. Hindu Mahasabha manages a temple there. They took me there to see the temple. Name the god and goddess. The idol is there. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Namaheshwari, Santoshi Mata, Durga, Kali, all gods. Fully populated with the deities and gods. Most of the idols are made in Jaipur, must have been. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Nicely decorated. Santoshi Mata, Gayatri, Kali, Durga, Lakshmi. Wow. Ganesha, Shiva. Very nice. Nicely Hanuman, nicely displayed. And the whole ground is very neat, very neat. Then I remarked, most of Indians today, they are immigrants elsewhere. They are going abroad and settling there, many people. Therefore, Indian gods also must have left India and wanted to settle in Mauritius because they are better looked after, the campus being so clean. Very nice, very neat. You feel like bowing down before every idol, all circle. At the center, the site of Sivalingam is there. Then they give opportunity for everybody to do Abhishekam. Wow, very nice. And in front of this temple, there is a plain area, all huge trees and mountains. There we find 100 feet height Shiva statue, 100 feet. Oh, Nowhere, he said. We are nowhere when I compared to that feat. I saw that, I was very happy, and walked a distance. On one side, 108 feet, Durga statue is under construction. Almost done, 108. So, most of the population are Hindus in Mauritius. Minority are Muslims, minority Christians, but many of them are Hindus. Very nice to see those temples, and a privilege to have photographs with those statues as well. And that evening, in an area called Union Park, there is a center by name Ramayana Center. Ramayana Center. There they organized a meeting. Around 600 people attended. A small island. 600 people attended. And then I am tempted to speak on Ramayana because it's a Ramayana Center, and on the wall they kept Ramayana pictures also. So I compared Rama and Swami and spoke on the message of Ramayana and message of Baba to the modern society. The values of Ramayana, naturally, they must have appreciated beyond doubt. After Mangala Harati, all are served food there, prasadam, all 600. And then second day, there is another area, Paul Octave V Auditorium, at a place called Reduit. In Reduit area, there is Paul Octavian Auditorium. Second day, I went over there. The program started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And that auditorium is fully packed. About 800 devotees attended. So, in rapt attention, so much interested about Swami. There, I am tempted to speak on the nature, because Mauritius, the pristine glory, unadulterated, unpolluted, beautiful gigantic trees with a large foliage, wide lawns, quite clean. So the message of the nature is the best teacher, life is the best preacher, as Baba said. So I spoke on that, because thrilled and excited by the environment. And then third day, Satsai Center at Wooten, Q-pipe area. This is attended by 1200, 1300 devotees. They kept huge screens on both sides and screens outside also. One thing I liked in these two centers, and also other centers to come, they kept Swami's chair at the center of the altar. Usually you find the chair on one side. They didn't do that. They kept it at the center. That I liked, because the chair should be at the center. That has drawn the attention of everybody. Therefore, that QP center, Satsai center, was wonderful. And so many devotees attended, and I was asked to speak on Avatar Bhagavan, Sri Satsai Baba. How is he avatar? What is mission? What is message? The experiences? Yes, I could have that. Then on the fourth day, at District Council, Militaire, Quartier, Militaire area, there's District Council hall, there we had a meeting. That's also interesting. Balaka's children staged a program, and then the Balaka's children are so well dressed, each one speaking one religion. One child Muslim dress, one child Catholic priest dress, one child Hindu priest dress, in different dresses, in different costumes of their respective religions, they came forward and they did some program. Then I was tempted to speak on unity of religions. Because when we give a message which is appropriate to the occasion, which would be a kind of link to the program that happens there, it would be interesting. You cannot say something yet, you got prepared. Most of the people will be disinterested. So I picked up unity of faiths as propounded by Bhagavan, and all of them liked it, and the decoration was really spectacular. Then on the 5th day, Bellevue Morel, Rivière du Rempart area in Mauritius. Then there was a program over there. That happened to be the 5th day, the 26th, Aradhana Mahotsavam. Aradhana. You must have witnessed here on 24th, Aradhana Mahotsavam. Well, what is Aradhana Mahotsavam? Why Aradhana Mahotsavam? How it should be celebrated has not been elaborately explained to people. That's how I guessed. Because in several of the meetings, Aradhana Utsava meant a long face, a choking voice, preferably crying, necessarily saying that they miss Baba and the Baba is no more, such nonsensical words that we'll be forced to hear, which are irreligious and non-spiritual. Therefore I told them, Aradhana Mahotsav meant a celebration. It is not a lamentation. It is not a tragedy. It is not a mourning ceremony. Nobody need to cry. Aradhana Mahotsav is a day of celebration. It is a day of thanksgiving for having Him in our midst. It is a day of expression of gratitude for all that we received Him. It is a day of commitment that we live up to His expectations and live to His message. So commitment, gratitude and thanks are the implications of Aradhana Mahotsav, rather simply saying, I miss him, go on crying, which is a useless job. I would also tell you, my friends, Baba has never gone. I don't know why some of people cry, because in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna clearly said to Arjuna, you are there, I am here. You were there, I was also there. We are permanent. That's what Krishna says. So, when it is said that you are immortal and permanent, what is the question of Swami leaving us? That does not arise at all. Then what should we, what is Aradhana then? Withdrawal from the body. Simple example. When the balloon bursts, when the balloon bursts, what will happen? The air will mix with the surrounding air. It has not gone anywhere. This air merged in the surrounding air. It has not gone. Similarly, Swami's consciousness, the universal cosmic consciousness, that cosmic energy has become one with the nature, having withdrawn from the body. In other words, that cosmic energy is focused in the form of avatar. Out of the body withdrawal, it has gone back to the nature. So there is no question of being born, or there is no question of saying that he is no more. And Swami said number of examples. We can certainly understand it is our mistake. He repeatedly said, I am not a human being. I am not a Brahmin, I am not a Vaishya, I am not a householder, I am not a celibate, I am none of these. I am none of these. I stand for truth. I have come here to propagate truth. That's what he said. And we have forgotten it. Another time he also said, I am divine, nothing else. I can quote freely those Telugu poems, but it is only exhibition of my vanity, knowing fully well that you don't follow. Why vanity? These are Telugu poems clearly said. I am divine, nothing different from that. No worry, no anxiety would ever come to me. I don't have any worries whatsoever. I am that eternal truth. I am the truth, I am existential reality. That's what he declared. Then, where is the question of Swami leaving us? Where is the question of Swami withdrawing? It doesn't arise. At another time he said, God has no form. Why? All forms are His. He has no name. Why? All names are His. Well, all names are His. When all forms are His, how can He leave you? And he also made a mention, I am Antaranga Sai, I am present in you. He repeatedly tells that, I am in you, above you, below you, around you. I am you, you are mine. So, because we have not understood his teachings, as we are very busy with our own desires, letters to be given, with our own family problems, physical problems, we have no time to go through his message. Because we have not gone through his message, we are confused. We are confused because the confusion is because of our ignorance of his literature, of his teachings. Further he said, here is a flower. The flower has a name and form, but the smell that comes out of this flower has no name and form. Flower has a name and form, the smell, fragrance has no name and form. The flower gets the value because of fragrance. Therefore, name and form have a value because of nameless, formless energy inside. This he said repeatedly. Swami said one time, if a boy is found crying on the road, somebody said, "Arey, why are you crying?" "My mother left me." Is that so? They saw the dead body of the mother. Your mother has not left you, she is there. Why do you say that she left you? She is here. No, sir. Life has gone. Where? I do not know. Therefore, body has got a name and form. Life in the body has a name, has no name and form. That vitality, that life source is divine. But we go by only name and form and get ourselves confused. It's only our fault. The bulb has a name and form, but electricity has no name and form. Fan has a name and form. Electricity has no name and form. Electricity has such nameless and formless. But for utilitarian purpose, we draw light as a heater, as a cooler, so on and so forth. Similarly, divinity assumes forms to be near and dear to the devotees. Because unless one is near, we cannot love. Unless we see, unless that comes under a perception and our notional idea, conception, we cannot believe it. Therefore, the name and form are only to be close to you, but it is not ultimate. The life inside, the cosmic energy inside, the eternal witness inside is the reality. Therefore, my friends, avatars will not leave. How about us? We go and come back. We go and come back. It is a cycle. Because avatars exist. Our business is entry, exit. Both happen. Depending upon the cycle of karma. Depending on the cycle of karma. Until the karmic effects are completely exhausted, we are bound to be born again and again. But in the case of avatar, they take a form based on their will, not karma. That's what Swami calls it. It is sankalpa janma. A janma, the birth, out of sankalpa, will. Whereas our janma is not our sankalpa. It is karma janma. It is birth because of karma, destiny of past actions. And second thing Swami also said, the birth of a human in mother's womb is jalodakashayi. Jala, the water. In the mother's womb, the child lies over there, jalodakashayi. Whereas divine, kshirodakashayi, he lies, reclines on the ocean of milk. The birth of every avatar is very peculiar, mysterious, is not normal and common, is not usual, natural way, very special. It is also said when Buddha is born, though it is not the time of flowers to appear, rather it is not flowering season, it seems all plants started flowering. It means nature celebrates the advent of avatar. The nature rejoices the advent of avatar. That's what happened in the case of Lord Buddha. Therefore, my friends, Swami left the body on the Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday tells you that Christ rose from the dead on the third day. Is Christ dead? No. He died on the cross, but he has not died outside the cross. He is alive, alive. All Christians pray in the name of Jesus Christ today. Therefore, Swami is alive. Swami is our midst. Why? Because he is not the body. He is consciousness, the eternal witness. He has taken the body only to be near us, that's all. Only to be close to us. He wants to converse with us. He wants to give us the joy of the sweetness of association. That's all. But he is beyond. So how do you say that he is not there? We can't, impossible. I was very happy to know all these details from them. And one thing that thrilled me was about 10 to 15 boys, they're MBA boys who complete MBA and all that. Some of them are software engineers. These 15 to 20 boys trained 350 youth in Veda chanting. In that small country, small island, 350 youth are trained in Veda. And when these fellows are reciting Veda, full-throated, wah, wah, wah. I was thinking it would reach Prashantilayam also. Loud, loud, correct intonation, exact pronunciation. Are fellows quite smart. And then bhajans, organized by youth. full of enthusiasm. Really, if bhajans are boring, if bhajans are dragging, well, we have to curse ourselves. It's our bad luck to be able to hear that. Swami wants bhajan should be vibrant. Swami wants bhajan should be electrifying, energizing, most interesting. Yesterday one gentleman, one boy was singing. Whether it is song or prose or poetry, I could not make out. I called him separate, please sing to yourself in your room, not here. You have no business to torture all the devotees. Don't do that. Therefore, the bhajans there, wow, very good. I am not underestimating these people. We have become usual, casual, nilaya vidvamsa. Yes, I am a regular fellow. So what? You may be a regular fellow, but your singing is irregular. Where is that freshness? Where is that vitality? Where is that enthusiasm? Where are the smiles? Where are the expressions? Bhajans were very interesting there. And I also noticed the whole of the organization has got unity there. No one spoke against anybody. No one is waiting for the retirement of anybody. Nobody is ready to occupy the post of anybody. Total unity. Then I told them, perhaps you need to develop more. You are still young, therefore you are like this. As you develop more, you can fight later. That's total unity which I liked very much. And then this Aradhana Mahotsavam was there on the 5th day. I could participate there. And then some other center organized Aradhana Mahotsavam again there. Well, I had to speak on that on a different note. One thing that surprised me is this. Wherever I went, their concern is what I would eat. I could not eat all that because I am pakka Andhra fellow, used to spicy, hot stuff, very hot stuff. But the food served there, pakka bland diet. No salt, no pepper, only tomatoes, some leaves boiled. Come and eat vegetarian. Huh? Above, I would have been finished like that. Before going to the dining table, I had to pray twice, oh God, save me from this. But fortunate enough, we carried ammunition with us. Some pickles, some powders with us. That only saved me and kept me alive till this day. Others would have gone, finish. But their love, their concern, what Anil Kumar, what is the problem? Why don't you eat? This is dal, why don't you eat? But to please them I said, we'll do one thing. Get some bowl of green chilies and some salt. So eat dal, carry on. Bribe the tongue with hot stuff and go and eat it. With the result, the news has spread wild all over the island. Wherever I went, bowl, green chilies and salt. But hats off to their love and concern, how I would eat and how I mingle with them. That's very, very nice, very nice. And then I could also visit the residence of the Prime Minister of that country. I could speak to his mother. And then, am I that great to meet the Prime Minister? A Prime Minister meets another Prime Minister, not a fellow like Anil Kumar. How is it possible? After going there, I could know that Prime Minister Aniruddha Jagannath was the chief guest for our convocation long ago, and he attended convocation here, and Swami gave him ring and chain, and he saw me here translating. Therefore he said, let me see that man at our residence. See how Swami prepares. I was very, very happy, Swami. This is how you are there already. Then some of our friends volunteered to take me to beaches in Mauritius. Most tempting, most tempting. All beaches are very nice. Very nice. And one thing is this, the sand looks like it is white, grinded sugar. We don't take it as sand at all. Thank God I did not put it in the mouth anyway. It's just like grinded sugar, white. I have not seen that kind of sand. And so many boats for boat ride there. And what I noticed was, there are few employees wearing black knicker and white t-shirt, ready to clean every moment, cleaning complete seashore. Totally clean, perfect. And there are also some people wearing orange t-shirt and biscuit color knicker. They are ready to help you. All tourists, whatever you want, they'll come and tell you where to go, what to do and all that. So beaches are very good. And then they said, Anil Kumar, would you like to go on boat ride? Boat ride, why not? Why not? I went for a ride because that gentleman who took me there is the owner of a big hotel there. Therefore everybody said, please come on, because of him. And they gave me a ride over there, which I really enjoyed all the thrill. And then after completing all that, talking to everybody, the thing is, all people started attending every lecture. All the 6 lectures. South to north, east to west. All corners. See that. We cannot repeat the same miracle. You cannot repeat the same lecture. You cannot repeat the same point. Because to make the talk interesting. But I had no suspicion. I had no trace of fear, nothing. Because tank, Baba, I'm only a tapper. Open the dirt, water will come there, that's all. With the result, no point is repeated anywhere. No miracle is repeated anywhere. With the result, all people started moving all over the island to listen to talks. They'll all be available on YouTube very soon. The Sevadal people are working on it. I understand that some people told me the pictures, photographs have already kept in Facebook. Therefore, my friends, they say, and then at the residence wherever I stayed, so many people come there. So many. Sir, would you tell something about Swami? Why not? That's my job. So I too go on talking to them. And special bhajan were arranged by 8 people, professionals. Professionals. Anil Kumar, we want to sing for you this special bhajan. I heard that. There came a man, well-built personality. How is your trip, he said. Fine. Is your economy class upgraded? Yes, yes. He said, I did it. Oh, so you are the culprit, okay. I said, thank you. And then, while returning, please believe me, about 100 people came to the airport. 100 people. Singing bhajans, crying, shedding tears. Anil Kumar, you are going. We want you to stay here for some more time. At one meeting I said, any doubts, any questions? One man got up and said, I got one question. What is it? When next your visit? Only one question. Very good. Everywhere the question and answer session, it is also interesting. My friends, in the Sai is success. Success is Sai. Not you, not Anil Kumar. Anybody that goes on his name will be highly successful. There is no doubt about it. Please take it from me. I am the example. And all those people started crying and singing. And until police people pushed me in, I could not leave them and they could not leave me. And then as I got into the aircraft, the flight attendants, they started saying Sai Ram. Nowhere flight attendants, members of the crew say Sai Ram. And who is this lady Sai Ram? Swami is everywhere, uncle. Oh, I see. It's a news to me, good. Then another flight attendant says, how do you like Mauritius? You like it? Very good. Would you like to visit again? How is Swami? It seems they are Baba devotees. The flight members of the crew, flight attendants are Baba's devotees. So they were asking me, how are you? What do you care? For every 10 to 15 minutes, what do you drink? What do you eat? Suffocating, breathless reception. I was so happy, Swami, you are here in the aircraft. You have sent so many of your children to look after me. They started telling, I want to admit my son there. Swami appeared in my dream. And our captain is Swami's devotee. See that? You go anywhere, you find Swami's devotees. They may be in a ship, working in shipping corporation, or they may be working in Air Force. Your Swami devotees everywhere. That's how, my friends, the trip to Mauritius was really thrilling. And Mr. As I said, Veer Singh, Ram Deni, I stayed at his residence. Too orthodoxical. He has got temple in his premises. He does Abhisheka every day. So much of worship. I started doubting, am I theist or atheist? I don't do those things. Abhisheka every day. I was watching all that. And they treated me, to tell you honestly, as a son-in-law would be treated. Newly married. Of course, son-in-law, if you have to visit, after a couple of years he becomes rotten stuff. No. Newly married. Such a wonderful hospitality, such a joy, that love, they have showered upon me generously. I am thrilled by the Veda chanting, excited by their bhajans and the unity, and the members of the Central Trust, and also members of the council, members of regional committees. Most of them are youngsters. That made me very happy. They are all young people. It is time they should carry the message of Swami. We cannot have any longer people with conjunctivitis, arthritis, pneumonitis, bronchitis, who cannot see, who cannot hear, who cannot think, still want to hold on to position. In Mauritius it was not like that. At one meeting, Mudanhalli question came up. They asked me, what do you say about Mudanhalli? Other meetings nobody asked me about it. Now there they asked, how can I say no to them? When once you raise the topic, I lose my balance, I don't know what I speak. Immediately I had hit it hard, translating Swami's poem, translating Swami's composition. What did Swami say? Donkey may have stripes on the body. It cannot be a tiger. A pig may be fatty. It cannot be an elephant. It cannot be. All the flies, mosquitoes that fall on the leaves, that crawl on the flowers are not caterpillars. Don't mistake. That's what Baba cautioned. So I told them everywhere, do not run after fake notes when you have genuine Baba with you. When he said categorically, I don't speak through anybody, no medium, no intermediary, only love to love, heart to heart, Baba said emphatically. Believe me, every sentence is cheered and applauded by them. It only means that they have not been influenced by this group. That questions have come, they asked me, and I replied to their satisfaction as I believe in it. Aradhana meaning worship. How should we worship? We are worshipping every day. What do you mean by Aradhana? It's not worship with flowers, no. Ahimsa pradhamam pushpam, the flower of non-violence. Sarva bhuta daya pushpam, the flower of compassion. Tapah pushpam, the flower of penance. Kshama pushpam, the flower of forbearance. Dhyana pushpam, the flower of meditation. Satya pushpam, the flower of truth. These are the 8 types of flowers with which we worship. Aradhana, Bhagavan Sri Satsai Baba. Aradhana does not mean specially made flowers from Bangalore. We can have it, but they are only outer. Outer has inner meaning. Without inner meaning, outer is useless. Outer will encourage you. Inner will strengthen you. Outer will promote you. Inner will enlighten you. So outer and inner both are necessary. Outer is ritual, inner is spiritual. Outer is ritual, come on, worship. Know the spiritual meaning also. Therefore, Aradhana, worship, ahimsa pradhamam pushpam, pushpam indriya nigraham, shanti pushpam, kshama pushpam, satya pushpam, jhana pushpam. These are the 8 types of flowers with which we should worship. Aradhana, mahotsavam. Mahotsav meaning a celebration, a festivity, a function of joy, a function of ecstasy and laughter. Why? To earn his blessings. Why are we serious? Because we don't know the reality. Therefore, let us be cheerful. Let us be conscious of the existence of God. Somebody was telling this point. I see you, I see you, I see this, I see that. Then who am I? The knower, the seer. Then you are all the seen. You are all the heard. I am the hearer, you are heard. I see, you are the seen. So this I is permanent. All the scenes are impermanent. That permanence, eternity, witness is Bhagavan Sri Satsai Baba. That's what divinity is. So Aradhana Mahotsavam should convey the depth of the meaning of avatar, which will help us to commit to his mission without any adulteration. There may be some people who are ready to negotiate, who are ready to compromise. What is there? I can't go anywhere, and I don't know. When your mother is here, you go in search of mother elsewhere? You call anybody your mother? We are from a mental hospital. So let's not be confused, my friends. Swami, you are the only one, then, now and forever. Help me that my mind will not waver. If wavers, it is because of my fault. The faith and awareness have not been established in me. So our prayer today is this: Swami, help me to be steady, to be focused, so that my mind will never waver. That should be our prayer. May God bless you. Thank you.